If you're working as a health, fitness, or wellness professional, you're probably going to come across some clients that have really low blood pressure, like 98 over 60 or something like that, and they may even be bragging about it. Look, I don't have high blood pressure. But what you need to understand with these clients is that this can be a sign of some significant problems going on, and there's some steps you can take to help them. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through understanding what kind of problems this can create and how you can help these clients correct this problem. Let's jump in.
TC Hale is not a doctor and does not claim to be a doctor or licensed in any type of medical field. Don't be an idiot and use anything heard on the show as medical advice. This information should be used for educational purposes only, and you should contact your doctor for any medical advice. Now get off me.
So what can confuse your clients even more is that when their doctor sees this really low blood pressure, they say, "Great job, way to go, champ," because they view this patient as someone who's not going to have a blowout, like a heart attack or a stroke. They're not going to have that issue when blood pressure is 95 over 60. So what we need to understand, though, is that for the person dealing with this low blood pressure, maybe they're not going to have a blowout, but is it any fun driving around on flat tires all day? And that's kind of what they can be dealing with when blood pressure is this low. When we look at blood pressure, for a long time it was 120 over 80 was the champion blood pressure. And then once you got up to 140, that was viewed as high blood pressure. So if 20 points too high is considered high blood pressure, why isn't 20 points lower considered low blood pressure? So when we're looking at the blood pressure number, it's giving us indications of minerals in the system, protein, blood sugar, and even filth and junk that may not be able to get removed from the body the way that it should. But when we see a blood pressure where the systolic number is lower than 112, that's a really strong indication that there's not enough minerals in the system. That minerals are low and that the minerals are not thickening up that blood and raising the pressure needed for it to get pushed through the system. A big problem is that minerals are needed for signals to travel from the brain to the body and from the body back to the brain. These signals travel through these minerals, just like electricity. So when there aren't enough minerals there, some of those signals can get dropped off, and it can lead to symptoms like, dizzy spells and depression and even insomnia in some cases, or bipolar disorder and a lot of other mental and emotional issues. It can also lead to fatigue and problems like severe cravings. It can also lead to issues like severe PMS, irregular periods, or even early menopause. And when these issues get to a significant level, the body will look for other ways to make things happen. The body needs minerals for a lot of functions to work correctly, and when they're not available, the body will look for other ways to allow the body to function. One of those ways is it can raise stress hormones like estrogen to kind of say, hey, come and help out, have these hormones jacked up real high to help the body function a little bit. The problem is high estrogen levels can lead to issues like the thyroid not functioning correctly. High estrogen levels can thicken up bile so that it won't flow correctly, and now the person can't digest their food. And also they're blocking the main exit strategy for filth and toxins. So when bile can't flow correctly, they've removed the body's main detox pathway. And now that's going to create a lot of problems. Another thing that the body can do as a backup thing is it'll say, oh, I'm not bringing in enough minerals. I'll just shop for these minerals myself. The problem is the 7-Eleven that your client's body is shopping at is them. It's shopping from their own body. The body will break down things like tissues and muscles and kind of decrease their metabolism that way. It can break down organs even. The hint is your clients really need their organs. The body can also mine minerals from bones, leading to things like osteoporosis and fragile bone situations. It can break down connective tissue, leading to arthritic issues. So there's a lot of ways that the body can just say, hey, I'm going to get this myself, and lead to a lot of trouble. One thing that we really want to avoid is the body pulling too many minerals out of our tissues. When minerals like calcium are too depleted from the tissues, it removes the ability for the body to signal the immune system that there's an invader and it's time to attack. So this is a time in the world where we really kind of want our immune system to function. A person also needs enough minerals to be able to make hydrochloric acid, to be able to break down their food correctly and pull more minerals out of their food. So a person can get kind of stuck in this downward spiral where they don't have enough minerals to make hydrochloric acid, but they can't digest their food well enough to pull the minerals out of their food. So they continue to spiral down until they create significant problems. So to help your clients pass this, you really need to look at steps that you can take to lift their mineral levels and give the body the resources that it needs to function the way that it wants to function. So to help you figure that out, go ahead and jump over to our video helping clients lift mineral levels to gain more insights into steps you can take to help them get those mineral levels and their blood pressure up. I can't wait to hear about your results.